Hi Jax, it's me, Eric, and welcome back to the channel. So, thanks for watching my previous video, and I'm glad you're watching this one too. As I commented on your shorts, I did originally record myself speaking in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, but I decided to delete that original video because I didn't really like that one. So I'm redoing another one. But the main thing I wanted to get into is that why you feel like people don't like you. You feel like that you're not wanted or needed, or you feel like that you're useless, that you can't do anything to really help your friends at all, which is why you think that you're such a bad person because you don't think that you're worthy or deserving of love because you feel like that you've done nothing to actually earn that. But love doesn't really work that way. Now, I myself did not have a lot of friends in my childhood. I was very lonely and ignored and isolated by everyone. Mainly because I never really shared any of the interests with the other children, but mostly because everyone just found me very annoying, which is partly due to my fault since I often did make very inappropriate jokes and was deliberately obnoxious in order to get attention from others. But that was mainly only because I had no real friends back then. But you can see but that's besides the point. Now I have, at least to some extent, a real friend group who do care about me and like me for who I am. A friend group who I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not in order for them to like me because they like me for who I am. And no matter how many times I screw up or annoy the hell out of them, or say something rude or mean, they still let me into their lives, their friend group, and so let me talk to them because they love me and care about me. And I still try to not be overly annoying and still act like a decent person because I don't have to be an annoying dirtbag. I can just act like myself. And that's what I wanted to talk about with you today. Now, you feel like that you're not a good friend because you feel like you haven't really done anything to, be a good friend. But like, if you were a bad friend, like you say you were, why would your friends still want you to be with them? Why would they still? Why would friends who thought that you were bad still let you into their lives? They obviously care about you and want you with them. So, and I can understand your reasoning behind this. It's common for teenagers to feel like they're not being good friends enough, that they're not good enough for their friends, because insecurities is a part of any normal human being. Especially for people who haven't really felt like they haven't spent enough time with their friends, who feel like that they just aren't doing enough. Like they don't see them very often, and they have all of their emotions. They're going through this deep state of depression where they feel like they can't talk to anyone about it because they're afraid no one's going to understand what they're going through, and that if they tell anyone, they think that they're being selfish because they think that their friends are going through something worse. So you keep all that emotional baggage and trauma and neglect and pain inside of you because you're afraid of telling others how you feel, and it leads to this like crack in the communication, because at the end of the day, communication and trust is a big part of any relationship, which is mainly the reason why I felt so miserable and lonely over the years, because I never really had any real friends to communicate my feelings of loneliness and misery until I met King Jake Bird, which is my best friend, and also my other best friend, and my friend group, which I have now at my high school. and they helped me be a better person. And they help me, they hear me out, they listen to my problems, and they love me. And I think that's a part of the reason why you want to jump off that bridge, and why a lot of people also start jumping off of bridges, because they feel like they have no one to talk to. They feel like they have no one to go to talk to about their problems, and so that they view their life as pointless because they think there's no point in living anymore if they're just going to live a life of pain and misery for their entire lives. But I'm here to tell you that that's not true. You can live a life of happiness if you learn to talk to your friends about your problems. It's not selfish to want to express your emotions towards them, even though that's what you may think or what other people may say. It's important to just get things off your chest so you don't carry that pain with you, because eventually, if you carry that all along, all on your own, eventually you're just gonna crumble under all that weight, just like I did. That is why I became such a bully years ago. I've said this multiple times in my previous shorts. I became a bully. I'm a terrible person. Blah blah blah. But and you have people, you have friends, you have a girlfriend. Talk to them. Talk to them about your problems. Talk to them about why you want to jump off that bridge. Express your feelings. Confess your love to them. Because when you die, they're gonna miss you. And they do care about you. No matter how much you think you are of a bad friend, they care about you. And if you die, it's gonna be really hard for them to get over your death because they love you. You know that. I know that. We all know that your friends and girlfriend really do love you. And it's not gonna be easy to get over your death. And we both know that's not what you want. And if you died, how are you ever gonna make it out to your friends? How are you gonna prove that you can be a better friend for them? How are you gonna show your love, how much you love your friends, if you're already dead? You'll never be able to show them how much you love them and make up for any mistakes or bad things you've done to hurt them if you're dead. And it's hard, and I've also had feelings of suicide and self-harm. But but with my talking to my friend King Jake Bird, and I have realized that I can't die yet. I realized that if I die today, then I'd die a failure. Because if I die today, then it means that I'd miss out on all the fun things in life. It means that I'd never get to meet all of the lovely people that I would learn to love in the future. Not to mention the fact that all the lives and people that I would help feel better and take all that pain away from them, just like you. And I believe that you can also help people if you choose to live on. But that's never going to happen until you learn to tell them the truth about how you feel. And the reason why your friends need you is because you are a good friend. You wonder why they keep you around. They wouldn't keep you around for no reason. They keep you around because they love you. And if they love you, that means they care about you. They love everything about you, the way you talk, the way you walk, how you act, how you think, how you feel. Like even what you do makes you special, and they love that about you. They love how special you are. They love that you love talking about moots, masks, all of that stuff. And they need someone like you in their lives. Everyone needs that someone that they can talk to. Even my friend King Jake Bird, I need him because admittedly I can't carry all that pain alone. I've felt like harming myself for a long time, and King Jake Bird has helped me through that a lot, and I think that your friends need you to help them with the pain that they have. And if you really think that you're a bad friend, why don't you just try and help them? Prove that you can be a good friend and help them through their pain. Listen, I understand what you're going through is difficult, and it's not easy. It's never easy it's never easy to move on from pain. But what I can tell you is that there are people in your life who are willing to love you and listen to your problems. And I'm sure you can do the same for them. I know you can. I know you can be there for them the same way that they can be there for you. Just like I'm here for you now, just like I'm putting in the effort to be here for you, to convince you that there is still a chance for you to help them and for you to get the help that you need. But that's all I have to say for now. Remember, you're not as bad as you think you are, and you will be missed when you're gone. But anyway, bye.